Hello, hello. This is Celeste of Astrology by Celeste. I'm always fussing around with my hair during these things. But anyway, happy Wednesday. I am late this morning. I let people know because I stayed up late fooling around last night and I slept in. I've been working too hard and I needed the rest. Yes, I did. Oh, and here's my birthday candle. Look, it has my name on it and my birthday. You can get your own from the link in my bio with the discount code of Celeste10. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Ridiculisa and Blue Breeze and Sonar Spells. Hey, Catherine and Patty. Oh, and everyone. Oh, maybe this is a better time than me trying to pull myself out of the bed every morning. Hey, Anna, I'm so glad you're still awake in Portugal to see the program. And, Jimmy's Jams and Simeon, welcome everyone. Okay, let's get started because I have so much to talk about today. And yeah, oh shoot, I forgot that fool's chart from that comedian. I printed out his chart. Anyway, who cares about him? But let me start talking about what we're doing today. This is the Astro and the Oracle program, and I'm going to talk about the astrology for a little bit, and then I am going to pull cards for Oracle guidance to help us navigate this last week before the USA presidential election. And I'm going to use the Lost Oracle deck by Fiona Horn, and it says Ancient Wisdom to Find Your Way in a Modern World. This is a rock pool deck. I started working with it last night. Oh, it's fire. I just love it. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, I love it how it has that cave imagery, but the light in the middle of in the cave. Yes. And yeah, it's really, really great. So we're going to be getting cards from here. On November 11th, two of my Astro besties, I have several Astro besties, but we're the trifecta, Tiffany Herlick, Sarah El-Harar, and myself. We are going to be doing our third annual predictions webinar where we're going to talk about what we're seeing in 2025 to help you prepare. So all of the energetic shifts, it is such a big year. There are 3 outer planets changing signs. Neptune for the first time in 14 years. Saturn for the first time in 2.5 years. Uranus for the first time in 7 years. Yeah, it's a lot of big change, and we'll talk about the retrogrades and which are really important, as well as I'll be talking about the eclipses. You know, these big lunations that really set the stage for what will be unfolding for the next 6 months. So yeah, you can go to the link in my bio to get the link to go over to Tiffany Herlick's Shop Happy. Oh, well, you better just go get the link in my bio or go to my website and my Moon Workshops page, or it's actually on the front page of astrologybyceleste.com to register for that. It's going to be really, really great. Hi, Beth Wicca. Yes. Hi, it's so good to see you. Imaginary Restaurant, Casey. I loved our reading together, our time together. Oh, yeah, wisdom. Okay, yeah, on the podcast this week, I want people to listen to the podcast Deliverance. If you already listened to it, you might want to listen a little bit to hear what I talked about with Deliverance. Was a movie from early 1970s. It was based on a book by James Dickey, and it's so in line with what we're seeing in this election. So it's like this man versus bear. If you haven't seen this TikTok meme that really took off earlier in the year, where it was like women were saying they'd rather be in the woods with a bear than a man because at least a bear is not going to throw you in his basement or 1,000 different reasons. It's just going to kill you right there. And if he bothers you at all, might just walk along. I mean, it got a little extreme, but the point was, this man versus bear imagery. And bears are bestial, and certain ones of the signs are bestial, like Aries, Taurus, Leo, Capricorn, Sagittarius. I'm probably missing something. But anyway, that act more from the innate instincts in human nature, versus the air signs are humane. That is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Elevated, concerned with the interactions between human beings. And both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump have air suns and bestial moons. So Kamala is a Libra sun, Aries moon, and Donald Trump is a Gemini sun, Sagittarius moon. So they both have that mix within them, and the different members of the voting blocks are, seeing them one side as either, kind of man or bear imagery. You can think about it. Yeah. And on Sunday, now I talked about this with, I love doing my forecast with Callum I do Kepler College forecasts for the cardinal seasons. And when we talked about was that October forecast? We did the October forecast, and talking about this weekend, I had said, it wasn't a good time to have a party, because this weekend Venus was approaching its square with Saturn. Venus and Sagittarius, you're having a party, but there's this tension with Saturn and Pisces. One of the things could have been you went to the party, but it was fun. Sagittarius is joyful energy, but it went on too long. Someone DM'd me about going to a wedding where the bridesmaid got really drunk. Saturn and Pisces, this wedding, an elegant affair. I don't know if it was this weekend or the weekend before, but anyway, it's the point. The bridesmaid was really inappropriate and got too drunk. So that's that Saturn and Pisces. I went to a party, a wedding this weekend, but it was work. Saturn and Pisces, and it was lovely. Oh, it was very lovely, but I was working. I was doing readings for people. Yeah, you can think about that. Or some people went to a party, but it rained, Saturn and Pisces, and that's not so fun. Or there was some kind of outdoor thing where you had to be forced inside. That is just an indication that there's going to be some kind of problem. And Mars was active trine Neptune, that perfected on both of these aspects, perfected on Monday. Well, on Sunday, Donald Trump had his big rally in Madison Square Garden, and the opening act was this comedian. I'm sure everybody's heard. He's called Puerto Rico an island of garbage. Puerto Ricans are very proud people. They did not appreciate that. And the machismo of wanting to vote for Trump, I think, would be overtaken by the telling somebody they're garbage. But anyway, I felt like his opening act was like the banjo scene in Deliverance, where they're like na 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 na, and they're the people who are native to that part of the world. They're Atlanta businessmen, Burt Reynolds, John Voight, and Ned Beatty, who never lived down this role. Like, there were jokes about it. I mean, it was inappropriate. Anyway, let's not get too distracted. But anyway, you see these banjo players, they're have barely any, they've got chromosome problems because they're, this is the Deep South, and they've, very insular community where everyone outside, the push out outsiders, get away from us kind of stuff. And we know, with the royal family, as well as some of these places, it doesn't matter what station you are, when you inbreed with your relatives, it can cause, chromosomal problems. And intelligence issues and all this kind of stuff, because in nature, this is just science. Diversity brings in hardiness in the stock of the people. Excuse me, the plant, the people, whatever. If there's too much, if it's too close, you don't have to travel the world or whatever, but if it's too close, you have problems. Okay, so that's the movie Deliverance, and they go to this place where they're going to go rafting on a river. So Mars and Cancer, the trine the Neptune, and they think they're going to have a lot of fun, but Venus square Saturn, this vacation is a nightmare because the people who live there see them Mars and Cancer. They're angry about people near their homeland, and so they want to push them out, and they're willing to be violent to do so. And that was that Mars opposite Pluto. So I talked about this on the podcast, but I feel like that rally in New York City was the Deliverance come to life, where these people they had nothing but nasty things to say about every single person on the planet, in the country, except white people who are conservative. Everyone else is an enemy of the people, is garbage, is, horrible. Yeah. They insulted black people, Jewish people, Puerto Ricans, Latinos, women, every single person. If you're not in their liking, it's just not that they disagree with you, but you're the devil or the Jezebel or whatever. And then that was the closing argument. And so the comedian who opened it, he's in his Pluto square, and he has Pluto at 29 degrees. His Tony, he wasn't even funny. I don't even understand why this person is considered a comedian. He was recommended by Joe Rogan. Anyway, he's in his Pluto square. So Pluto in Capricorn is squaring his Pluto at 29 degrees of Libra. So he has his Pluto at 29 degrees of Libra, a degree of crisis and decay. And Libra rules the 10th house in the United States chart. And Pluto, the power. This election is about who is going to have the power to control the government. Pluto in Capricorn is dancing back and forth with Pluto in Aquarius. And it's at the end of Pluto in Capricorn, that 29th degree. So his Pluto square, he's getting it's exact. And here comes Mars opposite Pluto, making a T square, in his chart. And like Pluto in Capricorn, I think Capricorn is the sea goat. He's going to be a scapegoat about losing the election. Trump losing the election is what my thoughts about his horrible performance. It's like it turned the tide for the last time. And then Kamala Harris gave her big speech last night that was very soaring. I mean, it was very inspirational in my opinion. I think she did a really great job. Mercury, she did a speech opposite Uranus. Uranus has associations with fame and it's broadcasting. So lots of people see it. And in fact, she's running some ad on the Sphere in Las Vegas, which can be Mercury rules advertising, and it can be seen from outer space. Uranus rules outer space. So you have these the imagery, the energy. Let's look at what the energy has been. Every week, it's another segment of the electorate that Trump is insulting and casting aside, whether it was in Detroit, telling people of Detroit, insulting them, telling auto workers children could do your job, telling people, Christians, I'm sure, didn't appreciate all the talk about Arnold Palmer's penis. It just goes on and on and on. And now you're after the Puerto Ricans, who, in fact, are Americans. So anyway, it's just you could just see it in the energy. And I said it was the movies were for Virgo season was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest for the Trump campaign, where at the debate. He started talking about they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, all of that nonsense, which was just turned into a huge joke that cast 1,000 memes. And then it was Chariots of Fire. That was the Libra season. And yeah, that was with, I think that was like when the Kamala went on all of these. Well, he just is driving his campaign off a cliff with all of this things I just said. And now we're into Night of the Living Dead is the movie for this thing. And that's what I'm seeing for him, is that, you know, he's just killed his, I mean, I think there may be one more thing that kills their campaign on Sunday as Mars perfects with opposition with Pluto. Yeah, it's a final nail of the coffin is coming. Mars rules hammers, Mars in Cancer, and Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn, a structure for the dead coffin. I feel like that's coming on this week. So we'll see what that is. Ladies, protect your drinks this weekend. Venus will be square Neptune. Okay. Hannah's been the drunk bridesmaid. Hannah. Anna, it makes no sense why there was turning against Puerto Ricans. I mean, it absolutely makes no sense. They're brown. That's the only reason to hate them, I guess. I don't know. Could somebody explain to me what the why anything besides them being brown? Yes. Oh, yes, I'm okay. I'm congested. Yeah. Oh, yes. They were going to say something about Kamala being the C word, but they took it out. Yeah, all his words were on a teleprompter. Yes, they were. They thought the Christians wouldn't like the C word. So they said, oh, maybe we better take this out. Well, maybe they should have thought about Puerto Ricans being citizens and taken that out too. But I'm so glad they didn't. Thank you, Tony. And in the sky, Jupiter is squaring his Gemini sun. This guy has his Gemini stellium. So and at the time, Venus was on his Uranus. So he's at this party, a rally is a gathering of people at a party who have the same belief system, Sagittarius kind of thing. And Uranus, he's shot to fame. I'd never heard of this person before, but he's got his South Node right there. So the fame is not helping him. It's like, it's infamy more than, positive. I mean, maybe he'll be booked for Klan rallies for the rest of the year, and I don't think so, because he's gonna cause this calamity. Well, you'll see what happens with his career. But he has Neptune on the world point of 0 Capricorn, so loss, Capricorn, loss of government position. And next year, Saturn, when it goes into Aries, is going to square his Neptune. So that's like, deflating his. I don't think this is good for him. No, I don't. They're disavowing him. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but people in the U.S. from Puerto Rico can definitely vote. Yeah. Nikki Jam. I don't know who that is, Wendy Gal. Yeah, a lot of people. Ricky Martin, Jennifer Lopez, and Bad Bunny are all Puerto Ricans with hundreds of millions of followers who supported Harris publicly after that. And it's just going on and on. Barbara Bush's daughter, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all these Republicans. I mean, this is really an existential crisis for America. We're in a Pluto return. Pluto in Capricorn is at the 29th degree of crisis and decay. It's bloated, it's fat, it's old, it's like decaying energy. And Pluto in Aquarius is fresh, brand new energy. We've been dancing at this 0 in Aquarius degree. That's like it's future focused. It's more like, let's make things more egalitarian rather than this Capricorn hierarchical structure where the billionaires at the top, everything, we've got to protect Elon, Trump said, who's got more money than anyone, who's determined to like crash the economy. He's talking about how Americans just need to get ready for a hardship with all these new plans. It's wild. It's just so fascinating to watch this Pluto and Capricorn going to Pluto in Aquarius energy. And Pluto in Aquarius is the Statue of Liberty. And who looks like just look at the candidates. Statue of Liberty, Pluto in Aquarius. This a beautiful woman looks just like, Kamala Harris. And then Pluto in Capricorn, this aged, bloating businessman, or like long-term Washingtonian, like, what is his name? President Biden, who said that mess about, he called Trump supporters garbage yesterday, which like stepped on her message. It's like, no, we're all Americans. Let's stop segmenting ourselves like and insulting and being crude and name calling. Yeah, let's focus on the future. Yeah. Anyway, Elon is very, very dangerous. Absolutely. Very, very dangerous. Absolutely. So, anyway. Yeah. I mean, Pluto in Capricorn is grabbing the robe, is like holding on to the bottom of the robe of Pluto in Aquarius, but it's loose. Yeah. Okay. And this Mike Johnson, the speaker, the secret plan they have hatched, it's a clown car, to steal the election. And listen, pay attention when you hear talking. First it was, no, you don't have to vote. Oh, no, you only have to vote one more time. That's what Trump was telling people. You only have to vote one more time. But then Project 25 came to light. And then it was, you don't have to vote at all because they have this secret plan hatched. But I think the American public has news for them. I don't think it's going to be that close. We'll see. I'm calling it for Kamala, but there's going to be shenanigans, court cases, all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Many more positive associations. With yeah, wait, maybe the Ivy. I gotta see what you said. That's positive. Oh, the C word. Oh, yes. Oh, the Hindu. Shakti. I love that, Ivy. Yes. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so it's not going to be easy. There's still going to be problems. Like, it's going to be a lot of hard stuff going on. I think they'll really try to sabotage Kamala Harris's presidency in many ways that are very hurtful to America, but I think we're going to do okay, like in the long run, and things are going to be better, more egalitarian, and if not, then, she will have failed, but I think she's poised to be a successful president. Okay, anyway, Lost Oracle is the deck. Fiona Horn. Yeah, and I'd posted, does she live up to her word? Or is she a lying liar who lies? Like, she's got Gemini rising and Sun in Libra. So Libra can be two-faced. Gemini can spin stories. So we'll see, but I think she's got that moon in Aries. That suggests honesty. So whether you like it or not, Saturn in Aquarius, she's going to tell you things that maybe you don't want to hear, but that's her. I feel like it's very karmic. Okay, let me get to these cards. Let's see. But thank you for that information about Shakti. That is so cool. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I also talk about how she's like, oh, yeah, it's hard to keep your sanity. Whatever you can do, I suggest, it's very karmic. I feel like it's emotion. It's all going to be going forward. I feel like it's all going to be okay. And there's going to be such an exposure. I feel like the lunar eclipse in Pisces is what's like breaking the fog. It's like I can see clearly now the rain is gone, and it's going to be, I think it's not going to be that close, but yet they have all these plans because the poles aren't accurate. South Node is coming into Virgo. We got this eclipse, and we've been seeing it, and Virgo measures, and the eclipse was opposite, was next to, the moon was next to Neptune and the sun in Virgo. These former measurements are no longer accurate. Who the hell answers a poll? Who's pushing a link on their phone? Who's answering their phone? Who's filling out something, whether you get it in the mail or somebody's calling? I mean, who is answering these things? Like, no one. And then they had some poll, like 200 people is supposed to be a segment. The polls, it's not close, I don't think. I do not think. Who wants to be associated with those, I mean, weird and freaky people that were acting the wild at Madison Square Garden? Most people do not. No, they don't. And I loved how somebody did a meme, I put it in my stories, about saying, with Trump's words, saying a Beyonce party, and then, oh, it was so good. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see if this election, if that, who is America really? Are we this insular, you know, we do have the sun in Cancer, or are we the moon in Aquarius? We shall see. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, the down ballot votes will help, I think. Oh, thank you, Ivy, for the badge. Thank you, thank you. And the information. I think the House is going to go Democratic because Mars will be opposite Pluto in Mars and Leo, retrograde opposite Pluto in Aquarius on January 2nd. So they have this big idea plan about how they're going to subvert the election. But you got to be in control of the Congress. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Sometimes I get things reversed. So we'll see. Oh, yeah. Here in Florida, there's one Trump sign for every 20 Harris. This is shocking. Yes, people have had it with this. People are not willing to give up their rights to this, you know, this man who's the weave, who all he talks about is himself and his grievances and who he wants to get. And when he threatened Michelle Obama yesterday, oh, you got to get out of here with that mess. Yeah. 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 Oh, good, Shannon. I'm glad your pendulum and rod say Harris. Absolutely. Yeah. There's, yeah. I don't think it's even going to be even close. That close. The courts are just a delay. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, for Aries, ancestral alchemy. Conjure your legacy. Ooh, Aries, I love this. I am going to read this for you. Look at that. That's really a cool card. Yeah, you're listening for your sun, moon, and rising for a 3-card reading. Ancestral alchemy witnesses moonlight meeting shadows as sacred transmissions between the living and the departed unfold. As sacred transmissions between the living and the departed unfold. The woman engages in a ritual to communicate with her ancestors, and she invites you to acknowledge. And yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm getting a cough again. Okay, it's really great writing. Ancestral alchemy represents a sacred calling, a mystical and enchanting responsibility to spiritually safeguard the future of your bloodline. This is what this election is about, safeguarding the future of your bloodline. Mars in, right now, it's Mars in Cancer, but then it moves at Mars in Leo. Both the moon and the sun have these energies around. The moon rules, children and the people. Leo, Mars in Cancer, protecting the family. Mars in Leo, protecting the pride, kind of thing. Well, you can think about a lion. You may like to sanctify this calling with a ritual of your own creation. Trust that your intentions and the power of ancient magic will bring appropriate good fortune to your family's bloodline for generations to come. So, do you see yourselves as the townspeople in the movie Deliverance, or as Burt Reynolds, the Burt Reynolds, Ned Beatty, and John Boyd? More of do you see yourself as, who's the civilized ones? They both can act savage. The song of the new moon was, the full moon was Savage by Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, but really protect yourself this weekend. It's very intense with Mars opposite Pluto. And, some of these people are setting fires to mail ballot boxes and who knows what else, people motivated by this hatred will do. Okay, so Taurus is harvest ritual. Trust the endings in life. Ooh, harvest ritual. How interesting. It's Scorpio season. And, the moon, we're in the waning phases of the moon. So the moon cycle is beautiful because it seeds at the new moon, has a culmination at the full moon. Then there's this disseminating and waning and releasing energy. And then the moon loses all of her light, and then they start a new cycle. So every time there is a season. So think about what you're ending during the Scorpio season. It's a natural time to think about that. Oh yes, Anna, you have that opposition natally, Mars opposite Pluto. It's a lot of energy to deal with, but you learn by having it in your chart how to deal with it. But when it comes up in the collective, especially that 29th degree where there's this big push to express the energy before it changes signs, and Mars in Cancer, it's in the sign of its fall, so it can act really extreme. And, people are fighting in their families and all sorts of stuff going on. So it's good to know that, how can you lean into the Venus, I think, in Sagittarius, that more joyful, optimistic energy that sees the bigger picture rather than just getting bogged down in some emotional mania details. Okay. Hearth, broaden your horizons. So this is, okay, my building is having, it's not supposed to be till 4 o'clock. We're having this testing. This is unbelievable. Hold on. Okay, great. Okay, Hearth. So for Gemini, think about how you can get outside. Gemini is opposite Sagittarius. So think about learning something new about somebody or some different place outside of yourself. I know, Mercury opposite Uranus. We're having a fire testing, and it's not supposed to happen till 4 p.m. Okay, let me hurry up. Ooh, I pulled this for myself last night. Nascent. This is for Cancer. Your potential is ripe. You can, you are ready to climb to new heights, Cancer. Now, Jupiter is going to go into your sign next June, I think June 8th. And so whatever you're doing to lay the groundwork now, you can have real growth. So think about that. Okay. Let's go to Leo. Ooh, the Stang. Ride between the realms. This is really interesting. The Stang. Ride between the realms. Let me see. Let's see. What does this say? The Stang is a forked staff that channels the primal and powerful energies of the old ways of witchcraft. It serves as a bridge between worlds, symbolically used to ride between the realms of existence, and a tool for directing energy towards deep transformation. So Leos with Pluto opposite, it's going back into Aquarius for the next 20 years on November 19th. You can think about how you are going to be transformed, and things will come from outside of you, by people, by situations, all of that kind of stuff. Okay. So for Virgo, your card is Lost. Choose joy as your comfort, as your compass. So Virgos, try not to let yourself, just get too anxious about all this crazy energy, especially when Mercury goes retrograde. It's going to happen November 25th through December 15th. Let your get back into your internal wisdom. Okay. Ooh, I love this for Libra. Enchantment. Use your words consciously. Ooh, enchantment. Well, I thought the speech last night, and Kamala Harris is a Libra sun, was very enchanting. Really got into the, we left a petty dictator, a petty tyrant. King George was a petty tyrant in the same energy of what Donald Trump wants to do with the United States. And he's threatening to not just round up immigrants who are here illegally, but the Alien Act of 1798, he said he's going to bring back, which the news just keeps talking about this comic who was a wannabe comic, but the enemy's aliens out means anyone, you could be a citizen and kicked out of the country if you were born somewhere else. That's being threatened if, the new regime doesn't like you for some reason. And it's not just, So that's very interesting, as well as, getting rid of all the news stations. I mean, it's unbelievable what we're hearing, but it makes sense with the Pluto return and Pluto in Capricorn, this bloated Capricornian, hierarchical, dominating energy versus this fresh outlook of potential of Pluto in Aquarius. But Pluto in Aquarius has shadows. There's going to be shadows coming in from that energy too. Yeah, gallant for Scorpio, accepting healing energies. Well, Scorpio, this is your season. You're getting a rebirth. Yeah, what do you need to do? And people with strong Scorpio can be really good at healing themselves and others. Yeah. No Weather Channel. Yeah, no Weather Channel. So you don't know what's going to happen. Look at these storms. Climate change is a myth. What's going on in Spain right now? We're seeing cars flooded down the streets. Is this the United States government caused that storm too? I mean, come on. Let's see. That means climate. Look for horses, not zebras. We've got a serious problem, and next year is going to have incredible amounts of storms. With the North Node going into Pisces, the last, Neptune will go back to 29. Yeah, I think the biggest stories of 2025 are going to be about climate change. and the unpredictability of the weather and things, and that's where we're going to have to focus. Okay, so interesting. Sagittarius, disenchant. You are protected. You are protected. So think about that. How are you the divinely directed and protected? Sagittarius has that optimistic belief system on the high road that, rather that there is a higher power that's offering you protection. So think about that. What is it? What is your relationship to that? Do you believe that? Yeah. Capricorn. Ooh, Capricorn, power and might. Be free from judgment. Well, that's what we're talking about. That Pluto and Capricorn, just the power and might, energy of dominating. But, where do you get your power and might from? Let me see this. Okay. Let me read just the last bit. The universe in its infinite wisdom is saying it's time to bask in the glow of your achievements, enjoy the beauty of self-affirmation this brings. It is also gently insisting to let go of the weight of self-sacrifice. Allow yourself the indulgence and of reaping rewards of your efforts. The time for celebration is now. Open the box and keep the diamonds it contains. Interesting. So she has like the harvest and she's ready to celebrate. But I think there's a double meaning there. Well, what I was just talking about. Okay. Versus the Aquarius card is unguarded. Trust the unexpected. Okay, you're not going to believe this. Man versus bear. I choose the bear. That's a bear, and that woman is on the bear. And I was talking about man versus bear earlier, the Aquarius, Kamala being like this image of the Statue of Liberty, and we're going towards Pluto and Aquarius. We're getting out of the grips of, this is her Sun in Libra, Aries moon. Yeah, Aries moon. Absolutely. New, fresh energy, not moon in Sagittarius. Jupiter's opposite Sagittarius. Jupiter's in Gemini. The United States is a Sagittarius rising, so Jupiter rules our whole chart. Yeah. Interesting. Very. This is so. Oh. All the immigrants are the goats. They're just trying to take your fruit. Choosing the bear. I love it. Oh, you missed Virgo. Virgo was lost. How funny you missed Virgo, Simeon, when Virgo was lost. Yeah. Okay. Beth, Leo was Leo was the stang. The stang. Ride between the riches. Virgo was lost was choose joy as your compass. And Pisces. Oh, yeah, this is a great deck. Yeah, it absolutely is. Oh, good. I'm glad you love the Scorpio card. Yes. Oh, is Brazil having, Claudio, is Brazil having storms as well? Hi, English. So good to see you. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Yes. Okay, Pisces. Oh, Celestial Queen. The stars will guide you. I have my North Node in Pisces. Yes, I do. I love this. I absolutely love this. Yeah, so we start from ancestral alchemy, conjure your legacy, and we end with Celestial Queen. The stars will guide you. And it's so interesting. Yes. Let me read some of this. It's number 6. I love that. That's for Pisces. In ancient times, before light pollution of the modern era, the stars appeared to carpet the vast sky, as numerous as the fibers of a heavenly rung. The footprints of a celestial queen were seen as she danced in the sky, inviting us to join her in a dance transcending mortal boundaries. Her shimmering tracks showing us the way beyond this realm. Celestial Queen reminds you that the stars hold shared history of humanity, connecting us through the ages, not only as we have gazed upon them, but also because we are made of them. We are forged from stardust. Be prepared to experience the visions and knowledge of your ancestors and previous journeys around the sun. What lessons can you draw from the past and from the shared joy of your ancestors? Discover the threads of ecstasy woven in their stories. Pay attention to your astrological chart and what it is guiding you to know today. The wisdom offered in the stars is where your answers lay for the questions you have right now. This journey of discovery can be as simple as accepting the guidance to be creative from the Celestial Queen and creating a personal astro intentions vessel. There's still time to set intentions for the Scorpio. Oh, it hasn't even happened. The Scorpio new moon is on Friday. Set your intentions. I did a video. I did a workshop, and you can get it from the link in my bio and watch it and really stay present with what the energies upcoming are. I talked about all the different aspects and how you can work with them. Yes, yes, yes. Throughout the days, align your activities with the themes and planetary influences mentioned in your astrological report. Yeah, this creates a continuous and evolving cycle of intention setting and is mindful and intentional way to dance among the stars daily with the Celestial Queen, which is me. Yes, it is. I am a Celestial Queen. Yes, I am. And you can get the calendar, the Wise Skies calendar. I collaborate with Tiffany, who creates this, and I have a special discount code. So on your phone, it will tell you the moon is in this sign, give you food of thought, help you think about stuff. Yes, yes, yes. So think about that. Yeah, go to the link in my bio. There's so many resources. Some are free, but there's, come for a reading to help prepare for all the shifting energies. Join us at the predictions workshop. That'll give you a nice foundation. It's only $33. Yeah. And yeah, you can get the new moon workshop too. Absolutely. Oh, the first card, it's the sun, moon, and rising, Claudio. Sun, moon, then rising is how I do it. The sun sign first. The sun is like what you're here to do in this lifetime. The moon speaks to your reigning needs and what you need to feel safe, like your insights, your intuition, your subconscious. And the rising sign is like what you're rising up to in this life. So it's like the sun is almost the past, the moon, the present, and the rising, the future card. Ooh, you'll turn 38. 48. Fantastic. You'll have a first house year. What? Aquarius was unguarded. Unguarded. Trust the unexpected. Trust the unexpected. And yeah, Power and Might was Capricorn. This is the Lost Oracle by Fiona Horn. It is a, what do you call it? Rock pool deck. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. Oh, I love that. Last night, Catherine had a meditation and we are the wishes of our ancestors. We have their fierce energy at our backs. No, Casey, you have to wait for the new moon to do your intentions. Yeah. You can wait for the new moon and then you can do your intentions. Yes, Catherine really recommends the calendar. It is fantastic. Yes. Ah, yes, sonar spells I did. Show the card deck again. And I'll put a link in the comments as well as I'll put a picture of the cards with a link for the deck. Oh, good, Ivy. I'm glad you love the calendar as well. Claudio, I did both of those. I think you probably saw it now. Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad you saw it. Yeah. Free from judgment. That's Capricorn. Be free from judgment, power, and might. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. There's a question here. Okay, I'll do Simeon. So Simeon was a Sagittarius sun, Leo moon, and Libra rising. Ooh. Okay. So for Simeon, what I'm getting from you is this is really important for you, Simeon, as being a Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, because next year there's so much changing energy. And the first card is disenchant. I think this is about letting go of your preconceived notions. If you've tried things and you feel like, oh, I can't do that, that I fail at that, I want you to set aside those old notions about what you are capable of and riding between the realms. Understand there's all this energy at the end of the signs and you can prepare for big changes coming into your life next year. If you put in the energy, if you ride the stang, if you are the stallion that you're meant to be, I feel like this is Sagittarius, riding the stallion, being optimistic about, oh, did I put him in the right place? Let's see. Oh, Sagittarius was disenchant. Okay, this is the Libra. Oh, Sun and Sarah, Moon and Libra. This was the moon, the stang, the moon and riding the stang. But that feels like your Sagittarius sun too. Yeah. And enchantment. Yeah. I feel like you could be creating a whole new life and way of being if you've done the work as the South Node in Libra was moving to your first house, letting go of the past and old conceptions that hold you back. Reaching into the North Node in Aries, like having the courage to make your the next things that you have in your soul want to do. So release the old feelings of that you can't do it and be enchanted with the possibilities again. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Simeon. Okay, I'll post this. Take good care, everyone.